I don't need distracto-vision yet. Since I am here and you are here, we might as well all be here. Oh, why is sidechain all the way down there? I kinda move things around a little bit in OBS, so mind me. Enjoy the soft Undertale music. It is probably going to be more talking than drawing today. I can only go for about 2 hours. Unfortunately, I have to go cover at work today. So I'm going in there at like 4 p.m. So I saw your Digital Circus fan comics, the one with Pomni and the 2 Mine Girls, and I'm traumatized. Yeah, well, guess what? I got paid. That's what matters. Look, the idea was Cougars, but he let me write it, which means the whole thing turned into like a meta commentary on how I have to draw a sussy content in the first place. So, why did my head get so big? Maybe my head is growing with my ego. I think I was taking Sai-chan head B-roll to help with video editing the other day. Yeah, streaming is so hard. Actually, I think I will stream more I Want to Hug That Gator tomorrow, because I was having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, it's Spinel versus Jasper, an upcoming playlist here. I have actually been working on this comic for like a year. Just because between my day job and my paid artwork, it like, you know, it took me a while, and also what was I gonna say? It was just a complicated scene, but yeah. I just want Steven Universe characters being freaky. Who have you been talking to? Yeah. Yeah, Sai-chan B-roll, because I have been working on cutting down my reaction to Lily Orchard's Has Been Hotel video. That stream has gotten so many hits. I guess I'm just the Lily bully now. I guess that's what I have to do to be successful on YouTube. Where is my little head? Oh god, my overlay is so complicated. Talk sprite, there I am. Now I just want to change my size. Can I grab you without accidentally grabbing anything else, is the question. Let me just lock everything above it. You know, live on stream, me fixing my fucking OBS layout, because I'm just a fucking mess right now. But yeah, my coworker has family bereavement, so, you know, that's why I'm covering for her. Alright, I guess we're just stuck with Big Sai-chan head today. That's okay, because this is gonna be a weird stream anyway. Well, I didn't have a YouTube before I did the Lily video. That's the thing. I just decided to react to Lily on my normal Twitch stream, because I was only streaming on Twitch, because I never got any attention on YouTube. And then I decided to, like, Oh, no, it was because Lily decided to talk about Utena during the Steven Universe video. And I was kind of impressed with myself with how much I could grab off the top of my head about Utena, despite not having actually watched it in, like, 15 years, you know, all the way through. And so I cut together that little 12-minute video making fun of Lily's takes on Utena, and then I reacted to Lily's Steven Universe video on the movie the next week, and then I said, you know what, maybe I can cut these 2 videos together into one big video, and then I did, and then now I'm a YouTuber. I don't know what happened. It's like my AU. I started my AU by accident, too. These things just happened to me, and I'm just rolling with it, so hey. Austin Butler as Fade Rutha is worth the wait. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I really, at some point, I have found at least Twitch plugins to like put stickers and stuff on the stream. So if I could make a little like, a little like interactable swear jar that you guys could like trigger from the chat to like throw a penny in, that would be so fucking funny. I really want to do that, but I think it's kind of hard, especially if it would be like both chats. Maybe I should look into webhooks more. I was trying to set up a webhook for the stream in my Patreon Discord today, and it didn't work. So that's great. Most of my life seems to come to me by accident. I don't fucking know. I'm just a fan artist now. I used to never want to do fan art, now it's all I do. Life is funny like that. Your Wani drawings have gone viral? Oh, that's awesome, Kaiser. I did go into the game files to make better thumbnails for Wani, so we'll take it a bit more seriously, because like I said, I was having fun with it, and it is kind of it is a pastiche of dating sims. It's been very fun. I put up a couple of shorts. Oh, you created your own smiling critters? Oh god, I've been drawing so many smiling critters lately. I'm not even into poppies, it's just Cougar has me drawing smiling critters. Oh yeah, I haven't seen the new Dune movies. I've never been that interested in Dune. I'm the reason you started liking Steven Universe. I consider that a win. Hooray! It was me with my... Sorry. Hey, look, Alistair the Ratio Demon. I thought... Okay, yeah, sure. That was a little more racy than I usually release publicly, but it was also a meme, and I thought it would be funny to do, because I in my head, the way Jasper and Spinel would work is, especially this Spinel, my AU Spinel, who has had 5,000 years of lived experience on Earth, she would be, like, the experienced one, and Jasper would be, like... the completely sexually oblivious one, because that's just really funny to me. How are you gonna piss me off today, Kaiser? I already have to go into work, you know, later today. I'm already not very happy about that. I'm gonna make fun of some things too. Like I said, this might be more talking than drawing, though. I have to draw the children. I have to draw the children in the background of this panel. Let me open my first panel. I have to like reflect back to how I draw Stephen and Connie. I've been getting less consistent. I've been you'll see when I open like the first page of this fucking comic, I've given up on like trying not to lean into my own style too much. But where is the first fucking page? You guys can't see what I'm looking at. Take that. Where is my first page with the chillins? So I can reference my own drawings. There we go. That was the first page that I drew like a fucking year ago. This is gonna end up being like 20 pages long. I did not live a normal childhood without the internet, Alistair. I have been on the internet since I was 10 years old. I just happened to have a compact computer in 1993 with like a 525 megabyte hard drive. But I have been on the internet since dial-up, and believe me, the internet used to be a lot more shady and a lot worse. You guys all have like your little zoos now. You have your little Facebooks and your Twitters and your little enclosed societies. But the internet in like, say, 1998 was the wild fucking west, so don't talk to me about what you've seen on the internet, because I have seen things you people wouldn't believe. Also, I've brought this up a couple of times, and it's funny to me now that people are completely unaware, but about 20 years ago now, I was a DeviantArt moderator. Like back in the early days when it first started. So believe me, I have seen shit! Good times. DeviantArt did fly me out to a convention in California one time, though. That was fun. Yeah, I got to go to Anime Overdose for free because I was a DeviantArt moderator. I'm not joking. Oh, a lot, especially from the furry fandom. Yeah, I was a mod. If you go to my DeviantArt account, my DeviantArt account is named SciScribbles now. I changed it. But if you go there, I am subscribed forever, and I have a former volunteer badge on there. And what was really nice was, like, I didn't get paid to be a moderator, but I could get all of my own prints for free. So I would use that to print things to sell at cons. So, it was pretty good. I got to feature daily deviations, too. But again, that was like almost 20 years ago. So, I admit my past crimes. Well, Kaiser would have brought it up anyway if I didn't. Kaiser knew me back then. Okay, actually, here's now where I can introduce a new feature I have added to the stream. Oh, damn it, it opened it in the stupid, like, Twitch internal browser, though. I don't know why it does that. I hate that. I hate it. Hate it. Alright, actually, I gotta move some tabs over anyway, because I have a few things I want to talk about on stream today instead of actually working. Okay. But first, let's see what Kaiser drew on the new, the brandy new Distractotron. Bzoom. I said bzoom, where are you? Damn it, did it not work? It didn't fire, god damn it. I had it all set up and everything. Oh, probably because I told it. Just the same executable, fine. Ugh. See, I had an animation on it and everything. And now it's like, it's out of place. Oh wait, it's because I don't have the thing full screen, probably. There we go. So now I have a Distractotron that covers up my artwork, because I'm just a React streamer now. There we go. So anyway, Kaiser has turned me into a Triceratops. I very much appreciate it, Kaiser. Thank you. I'm going to favorite that. Oh wait, I didn't mean to reply. There we go. Hey, Dr. Liam. Yeah, I had to start early today because I actually have to go into my day job later. So, I'm actually covering up the YouTube chat by having that full screen though. Let me just, oh god. I'm a scaly now. Oh no! Ever read fanfics that you enjoy but never got finished? Yeah, that's happened to me. In fact, I have a fanfic out there that people enjoy that I never finished. It's a Dragon Age fanfic though, so don't worry about it. None of you would know what the fuck that even is, probably. You figured out a name for your cat plush boy? Oh yeah. I was suggesting Tybalt before because I couldn't think of anything else. I like the name Tybalt though. I've shown my AO3 before. You'd have a hard time finding it though. But I have written fan fiction, but I've only written Dragon Age. I know, Bradley Adams. I know, because Dragon Age Inquisition had like the best first 2-week sales BioWare ever had, and then they completely shelved the series for like 9 fucking years. And now they fired like all the main writers, and the series is just dead. It's just dead. I don't even care if the new games comes out. It's just dead. I like Rebirth so far. My friend and I are kind of picking through it slowly. Like, he's doing side quests off stream, and then he just streams for me on Discord while we chat and voice. So, but he'll stream the story bits for me. Where did we leave off in the story? He just got the Costa del Sol. He just got the Costa del Sol and fought Hojo on the beach. That's where we left off. So, I don't want to say too much giving away, like, Final Fantasy VII spoilers, in case, you know, I assume there are people out there who are not familiar with the plot of Final Fantasy VII, who this is new to. But, there's a few little red herrings they've been putting in for new players that are kind of interesting, especially around, Sephiroth sowing seeds of doubt in Cloud's mind over Tifa. So, I find that pretty interesting. I would love to see how someone who is completely unaware of Final Fantasy VII thinks this plot is going. I would love to see that. That would be so interesting. And actually, I think I might want to get it when it comes out on PC, because the open world is mind-blowing. It looks so good! I don't know if that happens at the end of this game, Voltrix, so I mean, it's obviously not a direct remake. There is some sort of, like, timey-wimey shenanigans going on. But so far, it's been very true to the characters in the original plot, so I don't care. You know? Here's the other thing on Twitter I wanted to talk about. So this guy... Okay, so we all know I'm kind of neutral on AI, right? I see AI's utility as a tool, but I also think people really overestimate what it's capable of. And I just can't... I can't get on board with calling it stealing. I just can't. But this guy is funny because this is the guy who went viral a while ago for saying somebody else used my prompt and got more views than me. And I was like, dude, you can't own a prompt. You can't own a prompt. All you did was use a series of words to get a machine to make an image. And this guy is like acting like his prompts are like super duper complex and something. And oh, it's think about Vivzy Pop. I wanted to use that picture of her and something because it's really funny. Anyway, because I'm working on that has-been video. Yeah, the prompts are in the alt. So what is his fucking prompt to get these beautiful images? So he thinks. Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager, split face in human and Titan in style, reinterpreted human form, split toning, fine attention to anime core, digitally enhanced, whirring contrivances, contrasting photo bashing. Anybody could get this. Like, I've used things like zombie core and stuff to get certain looks in AI. But, like, I was thinking about this, and I was like, but a character designer had to design Eren Yeager. Could you design this character without using his name or the name of the series with just AI? No, you could not. You could not. Try to describe a character like Eren without naming Eren. You won't be able to make him. And this is what these AI bros don't understand, because they see the result of the feedback they gave the machine, and they go, I made this. You didn't make this. The machine made this. You prompted a machine to make it. The machine is still the artist. You are not. You are just the operator, you know? And again, I don't really see too much wrong with this. Okay, I made a neat image. Okay, cool. It's neat. None of these are even that good. But just the fact that this is the same motherfucker who complained about people stealing his prompts. Like, his prompts are anything fucking special. Honestly, the key to making decent-looking AI is just to know how to grease the wheels of the machine, but it is very uncontrollable. I have heard about the Willy Wonka experience. I wasn't going to talk about it, though, because so many other people have talked about it, and they have way more knowledge than me. Go watch the Slopes Gaming video on it. He actually interviewed some of the attendees and some of the actors. It's really good. Yeah, anime core, you mean anime? Do I have any experience with CRPGs outside of Baldur's Gate? If you're talking about the Bethesda Fallout games, I wouldn't call those, CRPGs. CRPG usually refers to, like, old school top-down, stuff like the original Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights and, you know, Knights of the Republic, stuff like that, to me. I don't really like CRPGs that much, to tell you the truth. I haven't played Baldur's Gate yet. I might, but, like, it's so vast, and there's so many other things out, and I've been playing Pal Worlds. Oh, you mean the original first two Fallout games? Yeah, I have them on Steam, and I've tried to start them a couple of times, and I lose interest, and I feel bad about it, but I started with Fallout 3. I know I'm terrible. You can roast me. I do like the Fallout games, though. But the other controversy I wanted to talk about was that Sweet Baby Ink thing. If you guys have heard about that. So apparently, well, this is their website, but here's the image. So, a dude in Brazil just made a Steam group to track what games this consulting company has been involved in. That's all he did. And these people wanted to destroy him for daring to show. Talk about vindication for Gamergate. Okay, listen, Kaiser. I was listening to a stream where Short Fat Otaku, who I haven't seen in a long time, was explaining Gamergate, And I think it was actually more complicated than I believed it was. Because I thought Zoe Quinn was like a fucking nobody who just made some shitty browser game, and these people were going after her because her boyfriend aired their dirty laundry on fucking 4chan. That was the impression I got. But then I found out how she was like so involved in so many different organizations and companies and things. It's like, who the fuck is this woman and what is she doing? You know, why is she popping up in all these places? So yeah, I'm starting to sort around a little bit on it. I mean, the whole thing was still stupid, and there was a lot of people clout chasing. But yeah, it does seem to be kind of the same people doing this. People act like Sweet Baby Inc. is the reason Suicide Squad sucks and not the game because Warner Brother and Rocksteady Film make a game. Well, Bradley Adams, the people at Sweet Baby Inc. apparently admitted to writing most of the dialogue and story for Suicide Squad, so I think they get some of the blame. That's the thing. Why do they want to destroy this guy so badly just for making a Steam group? They wanted to take away his account. And I think this is either someone who works for them or the founder of Sweet Baby Inc. saying this. Like, we should rob this guy of his Steam account and all of his games and everything he's paid for because we don't like that he's tracking what games we've worked on. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. I still think Gamergate was stupid. Yeah. But if they announce Sweet Baby Inc. will be the head writers for Dragon Age 4, I will probably burn down all of Canada. Canada needs to be stopped. These people are Canadian, too. Blame Canada! Blame Canada! They're not even a real country anyway. So let's start with this. And then there was this guy who worked on Suicide Squad. He says, after 11 years in this industry, I finally did it. A black character on the front cover of a AAA game. Dreams come true, y'all. Okay, first of all, it's Deadshot. It's like the Will Smith version of Deadshot, so it's just a race-swapped character. not the original guy. And really, this is what I can't stand about these sorts of people. And he worked with Sweet Baby Inc. directly, and he was seen telling the, like, founder, like, oh, we're so happy you were there to help us build this character that I put on the cover. And it's like, they always think they're the first ones to do anything. They think all of gaming has just been straight white men and nothing else, and they actually believe the bullshit they spout. And they think they're the first to do everything, because they don't actually they don't know the history of gaming. You know, you've been in the industry for 11 years and you didn't know there were black characters, original black characters that were made to be black characters from the get-go and not just the leftovers from the white man? You didn't realize in the last 11 years there have been black characters on covers of AAA video games? For example, Prototype 2, Resident Evil 5, Remember Me, Watch Dogs 2, Assassin's Creed, Liberation, and Afro Samurai. But nah, man, you were the first guy in 11 years to ever put a black character on the cover of a AAA game, and it was a shitty fucking game. He's not even the main focus, like all of the characters on these covers. Shut the fuck up! I liked Afro Samurai. I did play it. The thing is, the camera motion in that game made me really, like, motion sick, and that doesn't usually happen to me in video games. I don't know what it was about the motion blur and the character and the camera movement in that game. Maybe it was just the Xbox version, but it made me sick sometimes. I couldn't finish it, which made me sad because I was enjoying it. PS1 Shadow Man, was that a AAA game though? I was trying to keep this to just AAA games because that's what he said. That there's like never been a black character on the cover of a AAA game. I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. You were not the first to do everything. You know, these people are just so self-aggrandizing, and they just assume everything and everyone else is racist, and that is what they always fall back on. And like the lady who founded the place had some sort of like TED talk talking about how, you know, white male gamers are picky babies, and they're all we try to appeal to. And they just want people that look like them, but I also want people that look like me, and it's like, could you just play video games? Could you just play and enjoy video games? Like, it shouldn't matter. Like, I don't need my characters to look like me. Like, my Hawk from Dragon Age 2, which is one of my favorite games of all time, my Hawk is like a brown man, just because that's just how I designed him. My first Fallout 3 character was black because I just decided to make her black, and then I couldn't get over my dad not being black in subsequent playthroughs. I was like, wait, that's not my dad? It's funny as shit. Yeah, let's look at their website a little bit, though. I don't know why they're called Sweet Baby Inc. Apparently they call stuff between themselves their sweet babies, which is a little creepy. Yeah, Disney's first gay character for the 10th time. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to show. I'll show it after this. And maybe I'll get muted, but I don't care. It's like, founded in 2018, so they've only been around since 2018, and they have their fucking claws in so many things. Who are these people? Who are they being funded by? That's what I want to know. You know? Founded in 2018, Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative development and consultation studio, so yes, they do the writing. Our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching video games industry. So Harley Quinn grabbing the Flash's ass while he's paralyzed is that, huh? And a more inclusive, and at this point inclusive is a dog whistle for we're gonna force you to have our sensibilities or else. Like the whole, you know, we're gonna have this guy's account taken away because he doesn't agree with what we do. Fuck off. Let me see what you have to say about narrative. Oh, it doesn't go anywhere, it's just a graphic, okay. God, this website is terrible. New and marginalized talent can change this industry if given a proper support. So as a marginalized person, given I am a lesbian, neurodivergent, and an atheist, I'm pretty marginalized. So I think I can tell these people to shut the fuck up. I guess they worked on Alan Wake 2, which makes me scared now, because I really wanted to play it, because I'm a pretty big fan of Alan Wake. We worked on character arc, voice, and sensitivity reading. We worked on writing and character voice. We worked on narrative direction and design, writing, and world building. So yes, they do the writing! Anyone saying, oh, you can't blame the writing in Suicide Squad and Sweet Baby Inc. Yes, you can! They say it right on their fucking website that that's what they do! Character consultation with focus on representation amongst the Norse gods. Like, I don't give a shit when they make, like, Norse gods black. Like, like, Idris Elba looked fucking metal as Heimdall. It's fiction, but still, just the fact that they literally want to force tokenism is what bothers me. And yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales in that terrible new Adidas outfit. Because, of course, he's a black guy. His outfit has to be based on sneakers, right? Ironically, do you know how surprisingly rare it is to find a character that's chubby and ginger like me? It's the closest I get to Futaba from PS5, and she's a twig. Yeah, Futaba was so stupid. Oh yeah, she's a shut-in neat, but she's a skinny, cute teenage girl with clear skin. Fuck off. Manic pixie dream girl is all she was. Well, I was explaining this before too, like, a character doesn't have to be representative. They don't, like a gay character can just exist and be gay and not have to represent all of gay people. It's like fucking Lily Orchard thinking that because Garnet is black-coded and voiced by a black woman, anything negative that happens to her is a commentary on black women. Like, normal people don't think like that. You people are weird. And you're kind of racist yourselves. It's so strange. Let's see if there's anything else funny on their website. We begin with an all-hands review and discussion of the project material. Everyone at Sweet Baby sees your project and shares their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. We do this because it kicks the project off with a multitude of perspectives, beginning a conversation that ensures the work is richer with more resonant before it's even put to paper. Then we create and complete narrative deliverables by... You know what? Fuck it, I'm not even gonna read the rest of it. It's, you know what? And it's the same language of the other clip I was gonna show. Because, here's me as a scaly again for everybody to enjoy. Okay, wait. What am I searching for? God, my recommendations are full of weird shit because I've been watching this shit on Sweet Baby Inc. Okay. I know, I saw it the other day. Boys. Maeve. Brave Maeve. So, I always say... Don't worry, it's the boys, but there's no violence in this. Let me turn off the music for a minute. I always say that this scene in The Boys makes me feel, as a lesbian woman, makes me feel more seen than all the white Skittles in the world, all the consultation companies and the representation. This scene from The Boys... A show where they kill a superhero by shoving a bomb up his ass and exploding him. As one of the most positive gay scenes I've ever seen in my life. And in this scene, Queen Maeve has just been forcibly outed as bisexual by Homelander. She has a girlfriend. And now 3 heterosexual PR people are talking about their new pride campaign for Maeve. And how great and representative it's going to be. And pay attention to the language they use, because it's the same marketing bullshit language. And this scene is so funny, because it's so real. Here we go. Is the sound going on? Okay, the sound's not on. I just noticed, sorry. Look at these douchebags, though. The fuck? I have the Chrome audio on. Why isn't it playing? Why has everything gotten screwed up? Oh, maybe it's because I updated Chrome. Maybe that's why. Alright, let's make sure it's not, the audio option isn't showing up in my, okay, hang on a second, I'm just gonna make a new one. Okay. You gonna play my fucking sound now? Yeah, I'm gonna play, no, you all have to hear this, because... It is a perfect evisceration of rainbow capitalism, and I fucking love it.
A goddess, but our Empress of the Otherworld struggles inside.
Questions of identity rock her to her core until she meets...
Elena. The connection is immediate, all-consuming. A sweet, sapphic love blossoms, raising Maeve's consciousness and revealing her own inner truth.
She's gay. And it's okay. It's...
powerful. She's more than just a superhero now. She is a symbol. Representation matters.
She's #Brave Maeve.
We're recommending a multi-pronged image makeover. First, guest spots on Queer Eye.
Then an exclusive It Gets Better PSA.
Kimberly Pierce might direct.
Grand marshals at the New York and Chicago Pride because you are 2 proud lesbians.
You know Maeve is bi, right?
Yeah, you know what? I just feel like lesbian is a bit of an easier sell, a bit more cut and dry.
Now, for Elena...
You're gonna love it. Yeah.
Why am I part of the show?
We are going with a polished, tailored look.
That looks like menswear.
Pew research shows that 2 feminine women in a relationship sends a problematic message.
Yeah, this isn't penthouse form.
Americans are more accepting of gays when they're in a clear-cut gender role relationship, like Ellen and Portia.
Okay, let's get one thing straight. I have no interest in being in a public relationship.
Oh, you will be compensated.
I am not for sale. Really? You're not gonna say anything?
Maeve is too used to this bullshit.
I'll fix this.
Yeah.
Elena. Elena, wait.
Now, this part's important because they treat their relationship seriously.
I'm gonna cash in my vacation days and go stay with my sister.
No, you can't do that.
Why? I'm not under contract.
This is Homelander. okay? And he's fucking with me. And if you go out there, Elena, there is nowhere you can go that he won't find you. Please, stay. I can't protect you if you leave. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take that motherfucker down. You trust me?
See, this is what I love about the boys. They make fun of the representation people, and then they do representation well. Like, right after. You know? It's so good! Alright, how do I get rid of this? Big Chrome needs to go away now. It's in my art area, I think. There it goes. Beep. Okay. Now I'm gonna actually draw for once. I have an hour and a half. Good, I got all the other bullshit out of the way first. But yeah, we can talk a little bit more about these topics. I just wanted to touch on a few of those things. But yeah, let's see, what was somebody saying about... Okay, I really should finish The Boys because I'm stuck on episode 1 and made the mistake of eating while watching the first episode. Yeah, listen, you can't watch The Boys if you don't like hyper-violence. Okay? You really have to like blood and guts and people getting exploded and shit like that. If you can't handle that, please don't watch it. It only gets worse. They only try to top themselves every season. There's a very infamous scene at the beginning of the 3rd season that's just, that was trending when the episode first came out and people were like showing like clip art to describe what happened. If you can handle the death of Huey's girlfriend in the first episode, you'll probably be fine. But, what do you call your smiling critters, Jaden? But yeah, God, that whole scene though, just the one guy saying like, yeah, you know, like 2 feminine women in a relationship is like, you know, penthouse forum, you know, like lesbians, quote unquote, for the male gaze. And and of course, then Ashley saying, you know, I just feel like lesbians more cut and dry, you know? God, it's so real. This is what these people sound like to me, though. This is exactly what they fucking sound like. They don't get it. They really think that we are just, like, token objects they can move around, you know? I can't. You haven't seen The Boys, but you know the scene. Your Crystal Gem Spinel has to socialize Jasper, I realize. Yes, she does! And like I said, I am kind of considering after I finish with Switcheroo AU, because after this comic, I am gonna do Jasper and Spinel's fusion, and then I plan to do like all of Change Your Mind. And then after that, I'm kind of like, just whatever. So I was thinking of doing sort of like a little homeworld thing, like after Steven Universe Future, focusing on Jasper and Spinel's relationship. Because I don't really feel any need to write anything original myself right now. I thought I would pivot back into original work, but right now I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm doing art for other people. I'm helping other people with their original stories. I'm kind of happy doing what I'm doing right now, so whatever. Yeah, lesbian, gay, straight, bi, we're all people at the end of the day. And that's the thing, like, I'm talking about people like saying, well, Angel Dust in Has Been Hotel is bad representation because not all gay men are, like, flamboyant twinks. It's like, yeah, Angel Dust is a flamboyant twink. That doesn't mean he's a commentary on all gay people just because he's gay. This is what you don't understand. Like, is every straight white male in a movie a commentary on straight white males? I mean, like, we're just people. That is one thing I loved about Steven Universe. I thought Steven Universe was gonna be this pandering show that fucking chud idiots said it would be. And then I actually watched it and I was like, oh my god, this is the exact kind of, like, gay representation I want, where the gay is just normal and uncommented upon and is just there and people are just living their fucking lives because that's all we ever wanted. That's what same-sex marriage rights were all about. We just want to be normal. I'm so sick of all these other people that are like, well, you know, you have to be flamboyant and out there and call yourself slurs like queer in order to, like, count. And it's like, no, I really don't. Like, me being a lesbian is literally, like, the least weird thing about me. I'm not gonna call myself the Q word. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, like, I know Charlie's bi. I can see how people would assume she's a lesbian just because she happens to be in a relationship with another woman at the moment. Like, that's an easy mistake to make, sure. But people can correct you. You call them the cuddly creatures. Are they, like, a spin-off? Or are you just, like, kind of making your own thing? We need to show you as the brave lesbian crashing through the YouTube scene, yes. Even though people always think I'm like a teenage boy because of my voice. I mean, I was just doing my customer service voice. I can talk like a normal person if I want to. I just don't want to. I'm not gonna force myself. Anyway. So I've mostly drawn Spinel here, right? I was gonna try to draw the Chillins. I had like a little sketch of them, I think. Whatever. Oh, they're original characters, okay. Based on the Smiling Critters, I get yous. I didn't know if this was gonna be like a AU situation. My mind always goes immediately to AUs now, I can't help myself. My friend is writing a Five Nights at Freddy's AU and a Has Been Hotel AU, and I'm constantly helping people come up with ideas for AUs. It's like, so AU is like my world right now. Oh, it's bad because the gays are aliens. Oh, God. I hate when people make that argument. Like, shut the fuck up. How else are they gonna get lesbians on a children's show? And also, like, it's the same thing with Has Been Hotel, though. Like, yeah, maybe, like, people who are used to being marginalized and on the fringes of society, find appeal in depicting themselves with the bizarre and the strange, like aliens and demons and things. You know? Gee. Imagine that. Imagine that very normal thing that's been in art forever. Like, that's the other thing, like, all these do-gooders, like, telling, like, gay people how we're allowed to behave and what we're allowed to say and what words we have to use, and it's like, who are you? You're straight. Go away. You don't know what it's like. You really don't. You might think you do, but you don't. Oh, yeah, but drawing with green, that's just, as was another thing I was gonna mention about Queen Maeve. It's kind of refreshing to see a bisexual woman who has a serious, loving relationship with another woman and just treats her relation, like, she just treats men as flings that don't matter. Because usually it's the other way around, you know? So it is kind of nice to see a bisexual woman with a serious relationship with another woman and she just kind of treats men as, like, playthings. When she deigns to sleep with them. They're not as important. Yeah, the same people think you have to be a perfect person in order to be a victim. Yeah, right. Because they just... There was something... I don't think it was a tweet or on their website or something, but I was listening to a video on the Sweet Baby Inc. thing, and it was the founder or somebody, and I just realized I don't have my fucking music now playing up for you all, because something always goes wrong. They said something like, we want to make sure that people are getting the correct narrative, which is a huge red flag to me. Anyone who thinks that they have the objectively correct viewpoint or objectively correct narrative that they need to educate everyone else about, that is not a person I want to associate with. They're probably an asshole. Like, just the arrogance of that, too. The arrogance to think that you alone are the sole arbiter of morality. It's religious thinking. You know, it's cult-like. Like, no, we're gonna go around knocking on your doors telling you about, you know, the second coming of diversity. You know? I don't hate it, Jaden. I mean, I ignored it mostly because I will interchangeably call Rose Pink when I'm talking about, you know, her life as Pink. So I mostly ignored it until that one part where it just made what Lily said really confusing, you know? I know Lily's doing it on purpose to probably try to trigger Steven Universe fans, but I don't care. It just in that one instance, it was like, you're going out of your way to do this and making what you're saying less clear. It's like you're cutting off your nose to spite your face, which is something Lily Orchard probably would do, and put another penny in the jar. Oh, Dynamic Rose, oh no! Cancel me! Yeah, all the the black people are gray thing in Hazbin Hotel. Everybody's gray. Everybody's desaturated. They're dead. It's just a way of showing us that they're inhuman. Because it just doesn't quite look right. But this whole thing of like, oh, ashy skin is bad, so therefore any black character who could look even possibly like they have ashy skin is bad because it means poor or something. These people just, they don't even like watch entertainment. They just scan it for like any little thing they can say is problematic and have a hot take on Twitter and get internet points. Like, and it does not matter in the long run, and they're not even saying anything. What's the name of your cat? Your cat cuddles. Cuddly cat. If it's cuddly cat, I'm gonna cry. Meow meow fuzzy face. That Whiskers. That's cool. I was gonna name a Tabaxi D&D character Whiskers, but that campaign never got off the ground, unfortunately. Do we even use the term SJW anymore? I'm even hesitant to use the word woke, but I don't know what else to call this. This sort of weird cult-like, I don't know. It's so authoritarian too, and these people are always like, oh, we're fighting fascism, and then they're like the most authoritarian motherfuckers. And it's like, okay, Ministry of Truth, okay, you know, like 1984 wasn't an instruction manual. You know? It's like how they want to censor the past and change things in the past and replace things from the past with remakes that are more inclusive. It's like, it's fucking 1984! I guess virtue signaling would be it. Because that is what they're doing. They're like, look at me, I'm saying the correct words. I'm not actually contributing or helping or actually doing anything, but I'm saying the right words. Praise me! You know, that is, they think this is activism. Just being the most morally correct person in the room while, like, people are dying outside of their bougie ivory tower. You know? It's like, oh, but I'm the one who cares the most about the people dying outside of our ivory tower, so I'm the best person. I boycotted calling down from their ivory tower. I boycotted Starbucks for you. You're welcome. As they're like burning alive. You know? This is what I'm picturing in my mind right now. It's so disgusting to me. It's so disgusting, and that's why I can't I can't help myself on Twitter sometimes. I yell at these people. To be fair, I fall to the habit since I grew up with a Muslim family. Like, my only POV is the one that only exists. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to be open-minded. Open-minded means that you will hear out the opposition, not that you will instantly believe it. Like, I hate when people are like, well, you should be more open-minded. I'm like, well, you should say something that makes fucking sense. Like, there's some people that expect me to, like, change my mind immediately because they said something and they're educating me. And I'm like, but what you're saying makes no sense. Can you elaborate? And then they just go, no, you're a Nazi. It's like, okay then. Okay, crazy. Bye. Dreamcatcher. That's cute. I made a living female cat plush named Miss Pussy Pants. I'm saying meow meow fuzzy face. That's from BoJack. All the cats have funny names. The name's Fuzzy Face. Officer Meow Meow Fuzzy Face. God damn it. I don't know, there's extremes on either side. I hate being, like, one of these, like, I'm a centrist people, but I think at this point I'm a centrist. I'm not really a centrist. I'm a free thinker, is what I should say. I'm a free thinker, I'm a secular humanist. And that's about all I got to my name. Even voting, I'm an independent. I vote Democrat most of the time, but I'm an independent, and I staunchly stay independent. And I have been since I was 18. That's just how I think. I don't like having all of my beliefs handed to me that I then have to blindly follow, which seems to be what people on both sides do. Like, this is the correct set of beliefs, and if you don't believe every single thing in this correct set of beliefs, then you're automatically on the other side, and they both do it. They both do it. It's so stupid. Sai is a free thinker, and you should all be the same. Yeah. Do what I say. Think for yourself. Actually, the children should probably be a little smaller. I am so bad at perspective. You know, I was drawing the ground before. That probably helps. So I'll be right about there. And then Steven and Connie can be like that. Yeah, right, like, you're an idiot. How can you not know, like, the latest trending term on Twitter that we just made up a week ago that's now apparently, like, a core part of our activism? How are you not doing this thing? How did you not know that people on Twitter are boycotting Starbucks this week and not uploading art? How dare you upload something while we're boycotting? It's like, I had to explain to some motherfucker the other day that no, boycotts are not mandatory. And they admitted, like, they think boycotts by the right are silly. So it's like, okay, so it's silly when those people you don't agree with do it. But when it's people you agree with, it's mandatory. Do you see what you're fucking saying here? That's a terrible precedent to set. And the thing is, too, like, people who want, like, some people went after Scott Cawthorn for, like, voting for Trump. Or donating to Trump, like, the first time around. Like, they wanted to destroy him and destroy his career. Because he didn't vote the way they wanted to. That's fascism. Compelling people to vote the way you want for fear of losing their income or livelihood? That's fucking fascism. Straight up. And guess what? You can't have democracy if you can't handle other people voting ways you don't like. That's how democracy works. If you don't like it, get out there and vote. Get out there and vote. Express to other people why they should vote for the guy you think should be in charge. Make intelligent fucking arguments rather than the other guy is a literal demon and he's gonna kill everybody because the other side is saying that about your guy. You're not doing anything. I don't know much about Helldivers, except that's very, very popular. See, Barry the Brown Bear, the Wise-Ass Dragon, and the Jerk Chicken. You call it Choky Chicken, like Rocco. Should Wise-Ass be... I mean, are they aimed at children? I am supposed to be drawing Connie and Steven running towards Spinel in this panel. And I keep getting myself distracted. I have to go to work later, so I'm kind of in a grumpy mood today, and I'm trying not to be. Well, I would assume Smiling Friends inspired the cuddly creatures, but I guess there would be something else if you're saying that. Yeah, like, this is what I've tried to explain to people. You can boycott anything you want, for any reason. You cannot force other people to boycott things because you want them to. You can try to convince them with your reasoning for why there's a boycott, but if your reasoning is batshit insane, why should anybody listen to you? You know? Be more like the UK, hate and make fun of every party possible. I wish we were more like the UK. They like fist fight each other on C-SPAN. We should be more like that. Why should you boycott Dragon Age 4? Because Mary Kirby isn't on the team anymore and it's going to suck. That's why. I don't know. If most of the writing and voice recording for DA4 is already done, I will probably give it a chance. But, like, God, I was so into Dragon Age. I'm reading. I'm I'm catching up on the chat. We used to have gun duels. Yeah, we should make our politicians fucking duel each other with guns. Since, you know, especially since our country loves guns so much here in the United States. How about y'all solve your problems with guns then? We should have senators shooting each other at high noon. This will sort everything out. No, it's hard to know where the fuck the future is going right now, so that's why everyone's all stressed out. That's a dystopian story idea. Wait a minute. I have to bring up my favorite meme of all time and the new Distractatron. Alright. Let me get that up there. No, I just want the full image. Fuck you. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can get this working again. You better start believing in cyberpunk dystopias. You're in one. This is my favorite meme ever. It always makes me laugh, and it's fucking true. We are literally in the cyberpunk dystopias the 80s warned us about. The second a corporation gets as much power as a government, we're fucked. We are fucked. I guess this is gonna be a doomer stream today. It should make Steven look more worried than scared. And she's like gonna quickly cover up her crazy eye there. Why does she have that, I wonder? I've only been teasing this for a fucking year. He's a man from Texas, what do we expect? Yeah, like, that's the other thing. The United States is so fucking big. Like, our landmass is like the span of several countries and other places, and our states can be as culturally different as countries sometimes. You know, like, people from where I am, like, we talk differently, we have a different culture, we have, you know, different mindsets and values than people in the South a lot of the time, you know? So, yeah, it's almost like the states are their own little countries. Steven looks so whittle. This is whittle 14-year-old Steven, so this isn't teen Steven, who is best Steven. I will argue that forever. Future Steven is my favorite Steven. He's so fucking sassy. Not that he wasn't kind of sassy as a kid, but he's way more sassy as a 16-year-old. Which is still a kid, but you know what I mean. I tend to call 14-year-old Steven kid Steven and 16-year-old Steven teen Steven, even though that makes no fucking sense. Just bear with me. I've traveled from Boston, Massachusetts to Los Angeles, California, and this is true. Hey, so did my brother. He says one thing in Cali that always confuses people is when he asks distance in minutes. Like, well, how many minutes away is it, though? Like, don't tell him miles. Tell him if it's, like, 15 minutes away, 10 minutes away. That's how we measure everything over here. Especially in Rhode Island. Because it's so small. Anything over 15 minutes is just too far. It's too far away. It's too far. That's just too far. 15 minutes? Too far. Kevin was real for calling Steven 7 episode. Yeah, like, I love Connie's reaction in the Better Birthday episode. I ignore the first birthday episode because it's more like the early 2000s gross out that Steven Universe started as. But the second one, where he accidentally goes back to a baby this time. And Connie finds out his age and, like, chokes on her juice box because, like the audience, Connie probably also thought he was, like, 8 or something. You know? Yeah, it is definitely how we measure distance. I do live in Family Guy. I do. Actually, okay, Family Guy is terrible now, but, like, when it first started, like, Rhode Islanders fucking loved it. And it had so many, like, Rhode Island, like, references that, like, people outside wouldn't understand. Even, like, Quahog. Quahog is it a Narragansett Indian word? I can't remember. It is definitely a native word, though, Quahog. That we do, like, just use here. So, we use a lot of native words here, and a lot of places are named after, native words. So, I hate Family Guy. But, the early episodes were pretty good. And, like the episode with the leaf peepers, the episode with the fucking leaf peepers, that fucking happens. That is real. Like, people drive in from New Jersey and New York and Florida to watch the fucking leaves change. And they leave their garbage everywhere. It happens every year. Yeah, Quahog. We're probably not even pronouncing it correctly, you know. Though I do wonder if part of our accent comes from all the Native American words. Because we got, like, Pasquamakit, Pawtuxet, Matunic, Quanakata. All these fucking native words. I think it's much the same in Massachusetts, though, too. A lot of places there have a lot of, You live in a university tourist trap city? Oh, I'm so sorry. I also have a kind of a sizable university nearby, so we put up a lot of college students. they alter between it. I mean, they start out as friends and then it becomes romantic. Though, Steven seems to have a little crush on Connie even when he first sees her, so I think they were always kind of going that way. But, you know, they were kids. Isn't Arkansas also a native word? It's Arkansas, I know. Probably? It's hard to say. You know, because we kind of decimated Native American culture, so it's kind of hard to trace back some of these things. Yeah. Oh, there are still people who headcanon Steven as like bisexual or whatever the fuck, but I'm a very big advocate of Steven being a straight boy. Because, yeah, like, I know straight men who don't give a shit about, like, you know, toxic masculinity and are just themselves, and, like, my brother is one of them, and my best friend is another one. They're both straight men who tend to have long hair and don't give a shit about gender roles and you know, aren't like, oh, I can't drink that, bro. That's gay. That's for women. That's gay, bro. They're nothing like that, you know? So it's like, there are flamboyant straight men out there who don't give a fuck. And Steven is one of them, and they deserve representation too. So, you know, I'm very protective of straight Steven for that reason. I don't know why people want him to be gay or non-binary or pansexual or whatever so badly. Like, can't he just be straight? Like, there's so many other characters that fill those things. Why can't Steven just be a straight boy who is, like, not toxically masculine? He has masculine aspects to him. I mean, well, he's a boy, for one thing, so just automatically. Yeah, like, Steven just being comfortable with being eccentric and not like, ew, that's for girls, I can't do that, I'm too manly to do that, or I'm too manly to cry, or, you know. It's like, I hate it too, like, some of the stupid SU crit people were saying that the episode where Jasper was training Steven was about toxic masculinity. Okay. Jasper probably doesn't even know what men are. First of all. Oh, because she's big and muscular, we're gonna just say she's, like, manly? Okay, sure, that's, yeah, yeah, that sure sounds progressive. And then, like, I guess you could call it toxic quartziality. Since Jasper's my chance acting, that's because she's a quartz. But that's completely different. And, like, Steven got big and buff because he was emulating Jasper, a woman. An alien woman, but a woman. Yeah, toxic like, there's some idiots who just think, like, being masculine is what toxic masculinity is, and all of us feminists are so stupid for saying it. What toxic masculinity is basically what I've been saying, like, oh, I can't drink that daiquiri, bro, that's gay, I'm a man! You know, I have to drink beer and beer only, and it has to be the shittiest beer. But I can't drink Bud Light anymore, oh no! Like, yeah, because, like, I know plenty of men who don't do that bullshit, you know? I wouldn't hang out with men who do that bullshit. That's probably why. Am I describing Lars a little bit? It's probably why I don't like Lars. He's a fuckboy. Duffman! Oh no! I was doing Duffman, wasn't I? I just fall into these voices sometimes. I'll have to remember all the fucking voices I was doing when we play Gator tomorrow. Oh, one guy could be Duffman. Yes, Kaiser, that's why I hang out with you. You are completely effete and unthreatening. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you shit. Yeah, like, Lars could maybe, I could see being bisexual just because he kind of has bi energy. He's got, you know, he's a lanky boy with, like, fucking, you know, ear gauges. I mean, come on, it's a little bisexual, isn't it? Well, we know Sadie is, at least. Because she's with Shep, and also she seemed to, like, kind of crush on, Jenny a little bit. I think it was Jenny. Yeah, it was Jenny. She hangs out with Jenny, not Kiki. Nobody hangs out with Kiki. Poor Kiki! Like, I give the episode Kiki's Pizza Delivery Service shit, because it's like, why are we having a spotlight episode for this character we know nothing about? Like, you could have built her up a little bit more before giving her a useless spotlight episode for no reason. God, Steven Universe's writing frustrates me so much sometimes. Lars is the kind of bi that calls himself slurs, probably. You think Jax bullied kids on Fortnite before get trapped in the digital circus? Yes. Headcanon accepted. I'm describing your first brother? Oh. People talking about how female rage is powerful and beautiful, the same people call any traumatized man a victim of toxic masculinity. Yeah. Well, Kaiser, I'm kind of on team... The first Stevani episode is really weird, and I don't like it. People try to explain to me what they were going for, and I don't buy it. Or at least, they didn't do it successfully. Let me turn off the, like, hardcore music right here. It's something softer. The thing is, people would say, well, the Stevani episode is about, hitting puberty and suddenly having people, stare at you sexually. Now listen to me. I developed breasts when I was 10. I got my period when I was 11. So I know something about this. And nothing in that episode made me feel like it was Stevani discovering people looking at them sexually. Stevani doesn't even notice any of it until Kevin. And you have, like, I think, yeah, I talked about this on Twitter, too, actually, a while ago. It'd be faster to just look up what I said. I think it's in this thread here. All the way back in 2022. Wow. Yeah, this shot right here. I'll put up the big chrome again. Like, this is a woman sachets into a building looking hot while people ogle her shot. Like, that is what this is. That is what this is. What am I supposed to take away from this other than we are supposed to think at least that Lars and Sadie find this character very attractive? If not, we are also supposed to find this character very attractive. What else does this communicate besides, hey, this person is sexy? You know, that is kind of my problem with it. And it's not from Stevani's point of view. It's from the point of view of two completely different characters, when we would have Steven's point of view. So all we have going on here is, like, people finding Stevani hot and Stevani not noticing. How is that supposed to be, oh, you know, growing up and having people suddenly, like, look at you sexually? I don't understand. You know, it's okay, this might be a little bit of a hot take, but it just seems to be saying that everyone would automatically find a non-binary person hot, which is a little strange, and I don't like it. And also the fact that they are children is also kind of strange. You know, like, you're not helping yourselves here, Crooniverse. And then, but it's not a problem until it's Kevin, who actually, like, shoots a shot. You know? So, whatever they were trying to do with this episode, I just think it was very poorly executed. You know? So, but I don't think it's, like, pedophilia, like some of the SU crits say. But I do think it's just very confused messaging, very, very poor execution for whatever the fuck they were trying to say with it. Because all it seems... he does get grossed out when he finds out they're kids, but he's the only one demonized. But he's the only one who actually flirts with Stevani, while all the other characters are just ogling them, and the camera is inviting us to ogle Stevani as well. That is really my problem with the direction here, you know? Because the whole first half of the episode just seems to be saying, look how hot Stevani is, and it's like, okay, why though? what are you communicating to me here, show? I don't. But every other episode after that is fine with Stevani, so that's why I think it. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know, Chris. It just seems a little strange, you know, and it just, I don't know. But every other Stevani episode after this is fine, so. That's why I kind of say, I think it's just poor execution. It's just poor execution for whatever the fuck they were trying to do. I'm skewing Steven a little bit here, don't mind me. Or I could just tilt him, I suppose. I did draw this kind of skewed. I think I was like, I had my head at an angle while I was drawing. I don't know. Stevani's a cool concept, but just the way they use them is a little odd sometimes. I will say though, like, the episode where they drag race with, Kevin, I like that one a lot because AJ, the voice actor for Stevani, like, somehow manages to, like, imitate both Steven and Connie's laughs, like, perfectly. It's so eerie. It's so good, though. It's like, how do you do that? Yeah, like, people were so determined to say, like, the Crooniverse are a bunch of creepy pedophiles. Like, that's where this is coming from. Like, yeah, I can say the episode is awkwardly, made with some weird messaging, but that doesn't mean I think they're, like, malicious or anything. Most of the people are like, oh, Rebecca, like, I still hear this. I still hear it. Rebecca Sugar drew Ed, and Eddie porn. Yeah, when she was, like, a teenager. Oh, no. Who the fuck cares? She drew some cringe art as a cringe teenager. Oh, fuck. Yeah, they go after SU because it's gay. No, I don't think Stevani's design is sexualized. But it's the framing. It's the framing. Like I said, that whole shot of Stevani flipping their hair is just right out of a, like, you know, hot, sexy woman sachets into a building and is ogled at by everyone there, you know? It's that kind of visual communication, and it's like, why is this here for this character, is what I'm asking. Oh yeah, when Stevani had stubble on Jungle Moon. That whole episode, I'm screaming, where is Connie's brain cell? Children, do not just drink strange alien water without boiling it first. What's going on? I know Steven has healing powers, but come on. Rebecca Sugar took Ed and Eddie off the air. Yeah, right. Of course, lots of cartoonists have drawn credible stuff. Look, cartoonists are like anybody else. All humans are horny little gremlins, unless you're completely asexual. For the most part, humans are horny little gremlins. And sometimes we get bored and we draw things, you know, because we can. We have that much power. We have that much power. Oh, it's kind of cool, Jaden. I mean, I'm not into, like, I'm not really into poppies, though, so I can't really comment too much on it. Like I said, I know I've been doing a lot of art of the smiling critters, but that's because it's commissions for Cougar, so... I'm getting really good at drawing them, though. It's like, oh god, maybe I can start drawing furry art for a doctor's salary. People liked your Wani drawing so much they started asking for porn. Aren't those characters underage? It's a dinosaur high school. Oh, cancel those people. I'm completely kidding, obviously. But I'm definitely gonna play more I Wani Hug That Gator. My friend might cut a highlight reel for me of the stream, but if not, maybe after I finish the game, we'll just do one big highlight reel video. That could work. How much do I have to pay you to draw Poppy playtime Yowie? Depends on how explicit we're talking here. There's certain things I won't do. My art style is too recognizable. Maybe one day I'll get desperate and sell my dirty sketches on Gumroad, who knows. I know a lot of my audience is probably under 21 though, so I have to behave myself. During that scene from Turning Red now where she's like sweating and like scribbling in her notebook. I've seen that as a meme. Imagine Hazbin Hotel characters do edibles and go to the aquarium. I'm sure Angel Dust and Husker would end up destroying something. Charlie would probably end up in the dolphin tank. Vaggie would probably, like, zone out staring at the turtles or something until she sees Charlie in the, dolphin tank and goes and rescues her. Nifty, I don't know what the fuck Nifty would be doing. Probably spearing fish. She'd probably go after the lobsters because they look like bugs. I assume they would have lobsters at an aquarium for some reason. I don't know. What do they usually have? I'm not smoking cigarettes, so there. I'm smoking a completely natural plant that has been cultivated alongside humans for basically as long as we have existed. It's herbal medicine. Don't worry about it. Look, I have to go work a 5-hour shift getting chewed on by puppies soon. Leave me alone. My knees need to not be here right now. Oh, he'll posting that scene joking about being the origin of lewd artist. Yeah, it does make a good little meme. Yeah, how horrible. I have to go get crawled all over by puppies. Look, we have a lot of dogs right now. Because they're closing the other locations, so of course they're shipping all of the dogs to us. The one of my favorites is back in our state now. There's a little crazy little black dog named Magic. She'd kind of be that much taller than Steven. I don't think she's that much taller than Steven. Well, girls are usually taller than boys at that age. Oh, they're gonna be like the Care Bear cousins, I see. I don't really remember what they're like, though. I had the elephant as a kid. Well, it's the effects of the edibles that are amusing, Alistair, the ratio demon. Though I clearly prefer smoking. I smoke like a couple of hits at a time, though, so that's all. But I just find it more controllable than an edible.
11, 10, 9,
I probably won't go to theaters for that. I'll watch it eventually, though. I do like the first 3 Kung Fu Panda movies. I'm a 3 defender. I enjoy it quite a bit. I don't know if a 4th one is completely needed, though, so that's why I'm a little worried about this one. Though the chameleon bad guy looks kind of cool. But now that I heard that Aquafina's in it, Can I watch it in French or something instead, so I don't have to hear her? I'll watch it in Chinese. There we go. When it comes, when Kung Fu Panda comes out, when Kung Fu Panda 4 comes out on digital, I will watch it in Chinese. Then I won't have to hear Aquafina. It'll be perfect. And I'll still hear Jackie Chan and James Hong. Where the fuck did Aquafina come from? Can you Zoomers explain this to me? I think she's like my age though, so... Actually, how the fuck old is she? She looks like she's in her 40s. She's 35? Well... Damn, girl, you're a rough 35. Anyway, where the fuck did Aquafina come from, and why do people keep trying to make her a thing? So I heard the fucking scuttlebutt. I heard the fucking scuttlebutt, and I was like, what the fuck is this woman known for? And I looked it up, and it was like, she's a rapper. I'm like, no, she fucking isn't. Because that wasn't rapping she was doing. That was squawking and just terrible noise. Oh, damn it, it opened it in, hang on, Jaded, it opened it in the Twitch browser. I wonder if there's a way I can change that. Oh, this isn't your art. This is... Oh, I know who the Care Bear cousins are. I just don't remember that much about them. Well, the last Kung Fu Panda movie, 3, they simultaneously produced the English and Chinese versions. So they actually did all the mouth movements for the Chinese version as well. And like I said, Jackie Chan and James Hong both played their roles, Monkey and Mr. What the fuck is Poe's dad's name? Poe's dad, Mr. Poe's dad, James Hong. They both played their roles in Chinese as well, so... Which is pretty cool. Like, who does she know that she suddenly is in all these fucking movies? I swear to God, it's like Hollywood tries to manufacture movie stars, and it just isn't working. You know, it's just not working anymore. People don't give a shit about movie celebrities anymore. It was kind of interesting that that Wild Robot trailer, even though it has a bunch of celebrity voice actors in it, had barely any dialogue in the trailer. Which made me kind of hope it was gonna be a mostly silent movie, but I guess it probably won't be, especially since they hired a bunch of celebrities, so the animals will probably talk, which will be lame. But the trailer made it look really beautiful. Like, it could have been like almost like the beginning of WALL-E, where, like, the robots don't actually talk. Ping! That's Poe's dad. How the fuck did I forget Mr. Ping's name? I was just like, James Hong! Mr. James Hong Goose. What if Vox had to use Family Guy to hypnotize some sinners? Well, how do you know that Family Guy isn't a product of hell already? What if Angel's dad was voiced by Christopher Walken? I would be so there for that. I would be so there for that. I would fucking love it. Okay, she got a real album in 2014 and on an MTV show, and then she had a movie from 2016, and she was in everything from 2018 onwards. But why? Again, why? Does anyone actually like Awkwafina? I never heard of her until the Mermaid remake, and she was fucking awful. Lily Orchid has gone on saying Family Guy is one of her favorite shows. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't know how you could possibly like modern Family Guy. You know, I got into an argument with somebody over Has-Been Hotel. You know, the whole you can't like Valentino because he's a rapist crowd. It's like, hey, are you admitting that that pimps are rapists? Are you admitting that pimps are rapists? You know, like the sex industry is maybe bad or something? Yeah, wow. But, yeah, they're like, oh, you can't like Valentino because he's a rapist, and then somebody brought up, well, people don't seem to have a fucking problem with Quagmire, whose entire, like, punchline is he rapes women in Family Guy. And someone was like, well, that's a comedic character, so that's different. How is that different? Isn't it worse to, like, make an entire character's punchline, haha, rape, worse than having a rapist character who is depicted as the abuser he is? It's so... really tells people about their mentality. I don't think Awkwafina was in BoJack. There was a character named Sextina Awkwafina who was a dolphin. I don't think that was her voice, though. Who did voice Sextina Awkwafina? I don't think it was actually her, though. Yeah, Ashley... Yeah, two different people voiced her, neither one of them were actual Awkwafina. But maybe that was supposed to be like a parody of her, though. You know, I don't know. Is this supposed to be a parody of Awkwafina? This fucking dolphin. Ah! This fucking dolphin from BoJack. She's Sextina Awkwafina! That was a good episode. Quagmire's joke in recent season hasn't been a perv, but more of his mild-mannered old man. It's really not funny. Well, yeah, but again, like, the whole... Even, like, early in fucking Family Guy, like, the joke was, haha, he's a rapist, and it's like, yeah, that's... Yeah, I think maybe Family Guy shouldn't have been brought back from cancellation. Like, the first 2 seasons were pretty funny, and then it just became garbage, and now it's like whatever fucking hellish... Like, it's like they're trying to get canceled now, and like, they keep like doing disgusting things, trying to get canceled, and the network just keeps saying, yep, keep going. It's like hell. Maybe it is somebody's like hell punishment to make Family Guy. Oh, you find it hilarious that they gave Quagmire an emotional episode dealing with domestic abuse? Yeah, I think, yeah, I've seen some videos on that. It's so bad. Reject Family Guy. Embrace BoJack Horseman. If you want a series with a lot of silly humor that also tackles deep subjects and has flawed characters and a lot of really good dark humor, fucking watch BoJack Horseman. You know, BoJack Horseman starts out kind of aping Family Guy a little bit. Like, they have, like, cutaway gags in the first few episodes, and then they drop that completely, and it becomes a much better show. Reject them both, watch Moral Oral. I have watched Moral Oral! Ah! I watched Moral Oral when it was originally airing on Adult Swim, which is why I've been so surprised that it's had this weird little renaissance of people rediscovering it. And at least they know Herbert's a sick elderly pervert. It's like, the voice is funny, but that's about it. You know, I don't know. I haven't watched Family Guy in like fucking 20 years though, so. But of course, when it first started, we were like, oh, it takes place in Rhode Island, guys! It's us on screen! We feel so represented! I am old. I told you I'm old! You all know I'm old! I'm very honest about being old! I'm coming out as old! Stop being ageist! Avatar has come back with people talking about how Azula was actually a victim. Azula was always actually, like, a victim, but also she's a fucking psychopath. You know, I mean, yeah, she throws it off with a joke, but that scene where she says, "My own mother thought I was a monster," that clearly bothers her. Yeah, you know, the whole, like, even the original show, you could see, like, the favoritism. The mother favored Zuko, and the father favored Azula, and that fucked them both up. You know? Azula has mommy issues, and Zuko has daddy issues. But Zuko managed to pull himself out of the cycle, whereas Azula did not and lost her fucking mind. So, you know. I love Azula. I have to laugh at the people like, why does Azula look like a kid? Why does she look so young in the live action? It's like, well, she's 14. You remember? She's 14. She's fucking 14. Yes, I know. She's a cartoon, and she has Grey Delisle's voice. I can find the voice hot. Grey Delisle was an adult when she voiced her, okay? I will maintain that. What did you think about the critics who say the Stolitz relationship? Stolitz is the abusive. I think there's a few people that like think Stolitz is still like he is in the pilot when he had a different voice and a different character type. Like, I don't think the pilot really counts anymore for Hell of a Boss. They obviously went in a way different direction when it came to Blitzo and Stolitz's relationship. So going by the pilot where it seemed like it was more of a sleazy deal that Stolitz started, it changed. It changed from the pilot. Things changed from their pilots. I don't know why people don't understand this. Azula has had some comic stuff, but in the comics she still is insane. She has lost her mind because her facade was cracked when her two best friends betrayed her. That's where it started, because suddenly she didn't have control over the thing she could always rely on having control over, her two friends who did like her and respect her, but moreover they feared her. And that was what their entire relationship was based on. She still had the power over the two of them. You know, like how she gets Ty Lee to join her by fucking up her circus show. And Ty Lee's just like, oh, the universe was giving me a real big push towards you there, Azula, buddy. Yeah, so like Azula loses her mind after she suddenly doesn't have like complete control over her environment, and the added pressure of Ozai making her the Fire Lord so he can go off and become like the world conqueror or whatever. That it just made her lose her mind. It just made her lose her mind. You know. So, someone that coiled tight can't keep it up forever. And it's like, and Azula's like, it's kind of gifted kid syndrome too. Like she finally gets a setback, like a major setback for the first time in her life, and she cannot handle it. She starts hallucinating her own mother. She's so crazy, you know? Like, she has such a breakdown. I love how Azula is defeated, and it's kind of like, it is kind of like Jasper, where she mostly defeats herself. You know? Though Katara's plan to capture her when she's not paying close attention is really smart. Because Azula, on a good day, could probably beat the fuck out of Katara. But because she was so distracted and unhinged, Katara was able to, like, trick her and capture her. Which just made her even worse, because, you know, she got so resoundingly humiliated. So in the comics right now, Azula is still cuckoo bananas. She probably will be for a little bit. But I also point out, she is still a teenager. She has time to recover and grow. You know, she still has her entire life ahead of her. Yes, this is always going to mar her and her way of thinking, but Zuko was able to change. I think Azula could as well, but it's gonna take a lot more for her. Because she, like, again, much like Jasper, she thrived in the system. The abusive system that was set up. She thrived in it and was advantaged by it. So not having that order where she's on top, she doesn't really know what to do. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we even, like, need to see, like, a full redemption for her. I think we just need to see Azula on the path to redemption. I don't think we need to see her, like, completely turn around like Zuko did. Like, she's gonna have problems for her entire life. There's no getting around that. You know, she's going to have issues. And maybe if she, like, learned, like, more monk-like discipline or something, or became more like Iroh. Actually, Azula becoming more like Iroh by her old age would be pretty interesting. It would be a very similar journey to him. But it would be like a lifelong journey, just like it was with Iroh. She could be dead from old age by Korra, that's true. Even though a lot of the gang is still alive. Toph's still alive, Zuko's still alive, Katara's still alive. Sokka's presumably dead. Oops. Aang's dead. But obviously Aang's dead, because otherwise Korra wouldn't exist. And you know what? I like Korra! I like Korra, I do. It has a lot of fucking problems, but a lot of that is down to Nickelodeon just fucking break around so much. You know... They're like, oh, no, it's just gonna be a mini-series. No, actually, can you make one full season? Actually, can you make a season 2? Actually, here's 2 more seasons. But no, we're gonna cut the last season short, actually. And then we're just gonna release all the episodes online. Fuck you. Yeah. Azula could also become Hama. Yeah, that's kind of like, if she remains bitter and power hungry, she definitely could become like Hama. It could go either way for her, really. I hope they do continue her story in the comics, though. That would be pretty interesting. Yeah, so you can tell us, Jaden. I was gonna say something else about Korra, but I guess the only thing I was gonna say about Korra is the same thing I always say, that I won't blame anybody if you just want to skip to season 3 and watch from there. You really can. Season 1's kind of weak. They try to ship bait in the show this time, and it's just kind of forced. It's kind of boring. And I do like the whole industrial revolution the Avatar world has had, though. I do like that. I like how Republic City is like Hong Kong in the 1920s. I like that a lot. I do. And it's not like every place in the world is like that. There's still rural areas, right? But Republic City is like the advanced place, you know? I like that a lot. So that's valuable in the first season. And the second season is a complete fucking mess. plot-wise, everything-wise, lore-wise, it's a mess. But there is some good stuff in it. Like, I love Cora's creepy cousins. She has these two goth cousins. They're like identical twins, a boy and a girl, and they're just like their whole shtick is that they're weird and creepy and they're hilarious. I love them so much. And then like Bolin goes on to become like a silent movie star. But they do it like the Ember Island Players, where they're doing practical effects to do bending instead of using actual bending, and it's fucking hilarious. I love that gag so much, and just Bolin being in the pictures is so funny. So like it is worth it to watch the first 2 seasons if you can sit through them. But I do not blame anyone for just starting with season 3, because that's really where it gets more interesting, and they have more of a vision. And the last 2 villains are pretty interesting. So it's good shit. Well, I assume, Jaden, that she would settle down with the family. Maybe start using her powers for good. Ooh. She could, well, what else could Carrie do with her powers? It was mostly moving things, but they could develop. The Earth Avatar is apparently going to be sci-fi related. Really? They're gonna go that far in the future? I don't know about that, but we'll see. I'll give it a chance. So I know Avatar Studios is working on their own stuff. Yeah, I would like to watch the Kyoshi series, especially, please let her still be voiced by Jennifer Hale. Please, if Kyoshi is voiced by Jennifer Hale, I will watch the shit out of that. Maybe I'll watch the live action. I've been too afraid to even watch videos on how much they've missed the point, because it's just going to hurt me. Was it canceled? I don't know. I thought Bright started their own studio where they're gonna do some stuff, because they stepped away from the live action. And at first I was like, well, this live action series actually doesn't look that bad. I wonder why they walked away. And then the more they fucking talked about it, the more clear it became. And it sucks too, because like the costuming is really good. The effects are garbage. They're as bad as the Shyamalan movie, unfortunately. But the costuming is really nice and everything. But they clearly missed the point of the original entirely. And people have said they've changed things that will have ramifications later on, because apparently they probably haven't looked ahead in the story. So it's terrible. The only thing is, though, with Avatar Studios, is they want to replace the voice actors for Katara and Sokka because the voice actors are white. And that's just fucking retarded. I'm gonna say it. Like, those actors helped make those characters who they are. I cannot imagine Sokka with anybody else's voice. He just wouldn't work. The brief cameo in Korra didn't work because it wasn't the same actor. He didn't have the same cadence or voice quality or you know, humorous delivery. No, they made the Airbender genocide an epic battle. Yeah, right? Like, the image of just seeing Monkey Atsu's corpse from a long ago battle surrounded by dead firebenders is all you needed to know. You can imagine what went on, you know? And we're in the same place as Aang on that, with like, you know, piecing together what happened to the airbenders with him, you know, as he sees these sites and sees the bodies of people he knew 100 years ago. It's some dark shit, you know? We didn't need to see that battle. It's a tragedy. It's nothing to celebrate. It's nothing to be entertained by. You know, it's a fucking tragedy. And they sold it so well in a children's show. And yeah, because of the... And this is the thing, and I've said it about Steven Universe too. Sometimes... Oh, he has boots on, not sandals. He wouldn't have sandals in the snow. He's not that crazy. What was I gonna say? Damn it, I completely lost my train of thought because I started drawing sandals. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like with Steven Universe, sometimes the limitations of being a children's show makes people have to be more creative, you know? And just, like I said, just seeing Monkey Atsu's corpse surrounded by all those soldiers, showing that he had this big last stand, is all you need to know, and it's so much more impactful than actually seeing that fight. You know, seeing just the long dead aftermath is way more impactful. Because, and the thing is, it leaves a lot of it up to your imagination, and sometimes that's the best thing to do with an audience, is let them fill in the blanks, because they will fill in what makes most sense to them, or what is most emotional to them, all by themselves. They'll project onto it. So, it's a smart writing decision, artistically. They put Katara and Sokka in the Cave of Lovers? What?! Instead of Katara and Aang kissing, they have the brother and sister. Do I even want to know? Oh god, this is hurting me. Oh fuck, yeah, Kaiser, I did hear about that. But in the Agni Kai that scarred Zuko, they made Zuko fight back. Oh, fuck me. Like, they could not have missed the point harder. The whole thing with the Agni Kai was that Zuko thought he was going to be fighting the officer he offended, and instead it was his dad. And he didn't want to fight his dad. So he fell to his knees and said, "Dad, no, I don't want to do this." And then, brutally, Ozai, his son before him, on his knees, crying and begging that he doesn't want to fight his father, scars his face. You know, Zuko was completely vulnerable. He was a child, and his father burned half his face to teach him a lesson about respect. That is fucked up on every level. So making him fight back just robs that of just how bad it is. You know? Just how callous it was of Ozai to do that. I'm not saying it's good even if he fights back, but it just lessens the impact of that moment and just how amoral Ozai is and how much he abuses Zuko, especially, you know? Like, Zuko was Ozai's punching bag. That was always interesting, too, because, and they don't point it out. They don't point it out, but it's just, like, a neat little detail I appreciate. That Azula is a girl and the second born, but she is the most favored by their father. And so it's kind of interesting, because usually it'd be the other way around. You know, the firstborn is the most favored, or especially the boy is the most favored of the family. So, that's always just kind of been a little interesting detail. Just shake things up a little bit. I think I'm drawing Connie's head too back. Let me do it more like that. There we go. And they played down the scarring, of course. What's up, Jaden? Well, it can't be worse than the movie where Dev Patel looked like he just, like, slept on his face all night. That was about it! Yeah, Akendok, I think that might be it, too, because Ozai himself was a second-born, and he basically stole the throne out from under Iroh. So that could be another reason why he favored the second-born. And then, you know, and she just had a better natural aptitude for firebending than Zuko, so that also contributed to it, probably. And, you know, because their mom would see how Ozai would treat him, she you know, was like Zuko's only comfort, but then she kind of resented Azula, because Azula was a crazy little bitch taken after her father, so, you know, a whole complicated family dynamics. And I don't think their mom, like, even, like, I think it was like an arranged marriage. Isn't that what the comic suggested? Which, you know, tragically happened to many women throughout history, where they did not get a choice, and the man they were marrying and being made to have children with That is very historically accurate. So yeah, it's just another layer of terrible on their family, though. You know? An animal soul might be scarier, Jaden, because you can't communicate with it, and it wouldn't think like a human. Maybe you should watch Pet Sematary. I heard of Monkey Man. Oh! Wait. Yeah, I had heard something about Dev Patel being in a new movie. What is it? Let me see, let me see. What is it about? Oh, it looks like he also wrote it. Okay. Kid, an anonymous young man working in an underground fight club, sets out to exact revenge against a group of corrupt leaders who were responsible for his mother's death and take advantage of the poor and powerless people. So is this gonna be like a kung fu movie? It's described as John Wick in Mumbai. So yes, it's going to be a martial arts movie. Oh, you've seen Pet Sematary? Awesome. Sometimes dead is better. So yeah, Dev Patel is going to be like a John Wick style dude, but it's going to be Indian, which means it's going to be crazy. Please tell me he's going to be like kicking cars at people like in Bollywood. Dude, if this went straight up like RRR, Indian Kung Fu movie, okay, you have my attention. You have my attention. There's one thing Indian cinema knows, it's how to make batshit insane action scenes. It's always good shit. Yeah, I don't blame Dev Patel in Avatar. I think he was doing his best. I think M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong is just a really bad director. And so that's why everybody in the movie was all stiff and just poorly directed in general. And then like the chick playing Katara, wasn't she like the child of some producer he knew? Or was friends with? It's just like... Yeah. I don't know. M. Night Shyamalan, like, had the one hit with, The Sixth Sense, and then he never made anything good again. I guess maybe Unbreakable, but, still okay. But, you know, I went back and rewatched The Sixth Sense, like, a few years ago, and it wasn't as good as I remember, and I also noticed that even back then, even in that fucking movie, M. Night Shyamalan had an extended cameo of himself that was completely pointless to the scene. So... I think Lady in the Water would be a really good, like, drunk watch with a group, though. That movie is... I don't know what the fuck he was smoking to make that. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about, Bradley Adams. The one where, like, a fairy girl shows up in a pool at an apartment complex that was actually built and Shyamalan later rented out, I think. And there's a movie critic in the movie who interacts with real life like everything is a movie plot, and he gets viciously murdered by like the grass dogs. And M. Night Shyamalan himself plays a man whom the nymph has come to talk to because his writing is going to be so important. It's going to inspire a future president. That's right, M. Night Shyamalan. Your writing is going to make a difference in the world, and you're going to be a martyr. Says this character to you in this movie you wrote and directed. It's like, come on, dude. I kind of like how people recontextualize signs these days, though. I kind of buy into it a little bit, that the whole thing that it was never an alien invasion. They were always demons. Everyone just thought it was an alien invasion. And a lot of the acting was trying to like be like a 50s sci-fi movie. Like I could see all that. I could see the attempt at that, but it still didn't work very well. But that recontextualization of Signs is pretty interesting, I think. Definitely go watch some videos on that if you can find them. Just anything about Signs actually being about demons and not aliens. It makes a lot of sense to the point that I think it might have been on purpose. If it wasn't on purpose, it's even cooler that people have basically fixed the story by changing one detail. But yeah. You thought Nope was a better version of Signs? I didn't see Nope. Maybe I should. I'm really bad at keeping up with movies. At least I got the children drawn. We got something done today. Yeah, Shyamalan is kind of a jerk-off. He has a very high opinion of himself. Probably because, like, when when Sixth Sense came out, he was being hailed as, like, a hot new director and the next Spielberg, and I think it went to his head a little bit. And then it turned out he was definitely, absolutely not the next Spielberg, and it was just a fluke. Might be your second favorite Jordan Peele film. I'll have to see it. I liked Get Out. I watched Get Out. I didn't like the plot twist in Us. I thought it was kind of lame, to be honest, but it was, like, interesting until it was explained, and then it was like, oh, okay. I hate when that happens in, like, a horror thrill. It's like, oh, you explained the monster, now it's boring. Oh, okay, good. Get Out's a little overrated. I think he should have stayed with the original ending where it's like, you know, after, like, he gets caught by the cops and with a trail of dead white people behind him and no good explanation for why this has happened. Because that's, like, just your classic Twilight Zone ending where it just ends tragically for the character through no fault of their own. You know? But he changed that because it was probably a little too topical at the time, but so the ending ended up a little more goofy than it probably should have, but nah. Overall, it was pretty enjoyable movie though. I like his directing style a lot. No, yeah, calling him the next, not Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele might be the next Hitchcock, but no, calling M. Night Shyamalan the next Hitchcock, yeah. Think it went to his head a bit. What's the difference between inspired and based on? I mean, I would say the cuddly creatures are kind of based on the smiling critters because you're like directly basing it on that idea, but then the inspiration would come from the Care Bear cousin since it's a little bit more abstract, I think. I don't know. So it's a hard line to draw sometimes, Jaded. But of course, it's not like collections of stuffed animal friends. Stuffed marketable animal friends are a new thing that Poppy's Playtime made up either. They're basing that on, you know, actual toy lines and things. So, I mean, you're copying a little bit, but, I mean, to what extent that matters is up to you. I mean, I'm doing fan art, so I can't really talk, can I? Well, who's working with Kojima? Jordan Peele's working with Kojima? Jordan Peele. I think I heard that a while ago, actually. You just reminded me. Right. Yes, that's right. Kojima's working with Jordan Peele. Kojima's nuts. He just goes, hey, I like this famous person. I'm gonna go make friends with them. And then he does. Like, he's friends with Guillermo del Toro. And And fucking Norman Reedus. He's like, hey, I like that guy on The Walking Dead. I'm gonna make him my friend. And then he just goes and becomes friends with Norman Reedus. It's great. But yeah, I guess it's not Death Stranding 2 though, huh? Or is it? They're doing something called Overdose. Oh yeah, it was first announced in 2023. Well, in December 2020. It's only a few months ago. I'm acting like it was the whole last year. But yeah, that's right. I had forgotten about that. Just too much shit. Like, there's too much media and stuff happening. I can't keep track of it all. Kojima's the main character? I would not, like... He's probably also friends with Mads Mikkelsen, yeah. I mean, I'd be surprised if Kojima made himself star in a game, but he has not done so far. I kinda liked I didn't play Death Stranding myself. It's one of those weird games. Like, I like this game, but I have no interest in actually playing it. But it's another one where, like, the story was interesting up until the very end, and then it was just kind of like, okay. You know, it's boring. I don't know, but I appreciate it in concept. I appreciate it in concept, and I appreciate that they put so much work into making, like, just terrain traversal the main gameplay loop. Like, I watched my friend play it a lot, and then I watched, like, an entire, like, Let's Play of it with, like, all the story parts and stuff. So, I'm familiar enough with it. Not enough to, like, just buy it and play it myself, but, because I've already seen basically everything, so there's, like, really no point. But, oh, Kojima's the main character of Life? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. That would make a lot of sense. Kojima is just quintessentially a mad genius. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with his writing, but I do respect him. Even if his writing is really bad sometimes. And of course, we're gonna regret our words and deeds for questioning why Quiet needs to be in a bra and torn pantyhose on the battlefield. And we're really gonna regret our words and deeds there, Kojima. Well, yeah, they're inspired by them, Jaden. It's still a pretty close concept is all I'm saying, you know? You're just asking my opinion, so... I'm not trying to be mean or anything, I'm just... I'm just being honest. I'll make sure she's got her scabbard on there. Alright. I guess her other arm doesn't really need to be in... Like, I was gonna put her other fist there, but I might as well just leave it behind her somewhere. It's fine. They're very, very small in the panel, too. I have to remember that. I'm, like, so zoomed in. It's like, this isn't actually a very big drawing. My inking's a little rough right now, and I'm gonna clean it up. But I am gonna end the stream soon, because I will have to go... I'll have to go to work in, like, half an hour. So... I have to go get chewed on by puppies tonight. But that's a little extra money in my paycheck, so maybe I can't complain. Then I'll at least be home by 9 o'clock. Well, 9:30. Hopefully, if I get out on time. Nobody better expect me to do anything but clean and feed tonight. Because I'm only going to be there for 5 hours. I told them I couldn't come until 4 because I still wanted to do my stream today, so you're welcome. I didn't tell them that. I just said, oh, I can't come until 4, but I can cover. Yay. I didn't give her a mouth, though. That looks a little... Okay. Connie has no mouth and she must scream. I might still do, like, one more kind of half page. Just to kind of close it out. Maybe them walking away in the snow, about to take the photograph. I don't know. Spinel probably fixing her fucking hair. Forgot her bangs? Oh, I did forget her bangs. I kind of put I kind of overlapped her glasses with her hoodie here, though. But, like, again, she's very, very small in the panel. So there isn't much of a point in adding that detail in here, because it's just gonna confuse her figure. So just they're under her goggles. It's like when you have like distance model Steven, where he's just got like beady little eyes. He's just a little blob. He's just a little guy. Oh, trust me, my manager does not know about this social media. They know about my Facebook, which is like my only normie online presence that I barely use. So they, it's there precisely for people to like who are doing like background checks. Like, oh, there's your social media, your one and only. I'm like, yes, my one and only social media is that Facebook page that it never gets updated. That's the only online presence I have. You're welcome. I don't think, well, a couple people at work know what I do, vaguely, but I don't think any of them would really care. Most of them are not nerds. They probably wouldn't even understand it. Ugh. Alright, I'm stretching. Ugh. Yeah, I want my muscles loose. I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning, I imagine, especially if nobody has been there for 2 hours and I'm just coming in at 4. I did this to myself. So if you join my Patreon, you can get access to my Discord server where sometimes I post puppy pictures. And, I probably will make, like, that a YouTube and Twitch membership thing as soon as I can fucking figure it out, like the Discord server. I'm trying to build up the Discord server a bit too to make it more worthwhile. I do have chats in there for like redlining art and stuff, and once people are in the Discord, I'm not gonna kick them out if they stop pledging or subscribing or whatever. It's fine. I don't care. I just kind of gatekeep the Discord a little bit for my own sanity. Alright, cool beans. We got like one thing in a panel done. Awesome. I'll take it. I do want to be done with this soon, though. And continue on with the fucking AU. I'm glad people have stuck with me for this long. Like, it's been years now where, like, I'm like, oh god, I keep getting ideas and this is gonna take me so long to do, and I have other things in life to do and other art to do for people and blah blah blah. I just wanna plump up her hand line a little bit there. There he is. Oh, that might be a little too much. There we go. I like had redrawn this whole pose before I realized that the first one was like superior to what to the second one I ended up with. So I was like, whatever, I'll put that back in. Sometimes you make a lot of decision making as you go along. Oh, let's just work texting me. Okay. Anyway, that's probably my cue to go. With work texting me, telling me what to expect when I come in. So thank you all for coming to this this weird extra early stream. I will probably be back to my normal schedule next week, hopefully. And like I said, I will probably do more I Want to Hug That Gator tomorrow night, because we were having a good time with that, and I would like to relax and just do funny voices. That sounds fun. I went into the game and turned down the music and sound effects a little bit because I made a couple of shorts out of the original footage and I realized they were kind of loud. So anyway, so 7 p.m. EST tomorrow. Stop on by if you want to see me hug that gator. Talk to you later.